we go, son.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, ready?
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, look, man, ready? Check three.
6-6, pull it high.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Whip.
Red 80.
Watch the whip. Check safety.
Red 80.
Watch twist.
Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Push him back.
Now a run with Geis. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Darnold. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Come on, baby. Let's see what's lady. Check 99. Check 99.
Bravo.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 53's the Mike. 53. Red 80. Rip right, rip right. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, and complete to Zach Ertz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Delaney.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Come up the ball, hard. Let's go, let's go.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 48-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. I'm coming up front. I'm coming up.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Haskins will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 12, Darnold, he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get...
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From a yard out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
A first down throw, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
53's the mic. Hey, man, lady. Watch the boot. Check. Red 80. Check. Crunch.
Here's Darnold. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it From the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Shift. Slams.
Lady.
Deuce.
Red 80.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, exit.
Watch the run.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Lady.
Hey, here we go.
Shift. Watch the shift. Red 80.
Get wide. Tight dog.
Lady.
Check 43.
Hey, seam 6.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Watch the pass.
On second down, Darnold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Red 80.
Rush in.
Lady. Hey, Haywood.
53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, watch the slant.
My touch.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Check 56. Here we go, D. All day.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Chill. Off. Check. 61. Match box. Right. Hey.
Geis. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First down, Redskins.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
47 is the Mike.
Now Haskins on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
Redskins 27.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
We go, son. Hey, we got lady.
Five.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Too little, cut. 53's the mic. Big red lady. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get that quarterback.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I got it. 53's the mic.
Red 80. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take that.
Darnold now to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
53. Red 80. Here we go, D. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number...
Hey, Wahoo! Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He completes this one to Mack. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Derek Barnett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
56 is the mic. Oh, get him, get him, get him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Mike.
You must be dreaming.
Under 10. 10. Check.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. And we heavy on the edge.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. Cooper was the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 27, Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, Zoo. Don't let him breathe, defense.
53.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You go tight. You got head 80. You got tight right there.
Check to 61. Matchbox lights.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
53. Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Darnold from the gun. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Come on, boy. You got to be. Hey, high 7.
Check 53. Lady. Check 53's Mike.
Don't get nervous.
Showing up.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on it.
And my goodness, another interception. picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
53, Mike. Hey, tight.
Now they try the right side here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. The Eagles on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Back. Greystone, travel.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
22 jet bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. The 20.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
53 is mine. Young lady. Go. 53 is the mic. Red 80. Hey, check.
To throw is Darnold. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Haskins, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. He'll return it from the 6. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Redskins, they finish off the season with a victory, which is the good news. The bad news is that it'll wrap up a dreadful 4-12 campaign. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.